Hello, my name is Royce Kempnich, and I would like to talk to you today about the operation of a forklift. During this presentation, I would like to give you a brief history on the forklift. I would like to discuss with you a few forklifts, and I would like to tell you about some of their real-world applications. The forklift was born out of necessity in 1917 by the Clark Company. The Clark Company originally called what we know as forklifts truck tractors. The Clark Company used their truck tractors to move goods around in the company with ease. Many people who came to visit the Clark Company were very fascinated by these truck tractors. It wasn't until 1923, though, that the forklift earned its name, the forklift. A company called Yale took the Clark Company's design and altered the truck tractor by putting forks on the front to lift goods up, and they also incorporated a mast that could lift the goods well above the height of the forklift. The introduction of the standardized pallet in 1930 and World War II greatly increased the production of the forklift. The forklifts were very efficient for moving goods, especially large goods, within a close proximity. The first forklift I would like to discuss with you is what we consider the most iconic forklift. It is the counterbalance forklift, and here's an example. The counterbalance forklift has a mast on the front, which allows it so you can lift the goods well above the height of the forklift if necessary. Forks on the front to slide underneath your goods, but where it gets its name is having the counterweight on the rear, which counterbalances your load on the front for safety precautions. Counterbalance forklifts are best used inside or out. You just have to make sure you have plenty of room to operate. The next type of forklift we will discuss are reach trucks. Here's an example of a reach truck. The reach truck was designed for warehouse applications. They offer max lift height with excellent maneuverability still. Instead of having a counterweight though, they have these legs in the front and the battery over the rear, which completely makes it so a counterweight is unnecessary. But due to the low undercarriage clearance of the reach truck, they are best used inside. The next forklift I would like to talk to you about is a very simple one. Here's an example. It is a pallet jack. A pallet jack is where you slide the forks into the pallet, you pump the handle to raise the forks up off the ground, and move the load throughout by hand. Pallet jacks can also be electric, where it has the same application, but just by pushing a button. Pallet jacks are best operated on flat and smooth surfaces though. The last forklift I would like to discuss with you are tele-trucks. Tele-trucks, here's an example, are just like counterbalance forklifts, but there is a boom that allows it to extend further in front of the forklift. Tele-trucks allow you to access both sides of a delivery wagon from only one side though, but while using a counterbalance forklift, you'd have to go from one side to the other to get everything off the load. Tele-trucks do have some reliability issues though, since they are much more complex, but nonetheless are very nice and efficient. Tele-trucks are also much more expensive than counterbalance forklifts. Tele-trucks are best used inside or out, but it's just kind of the same predicament where you just have to make sure you have plenty of room to operate. Now that we've discussed types of forklifts, I gave you a brief history and some of their applications. I would just like to thank you for listening and have a nice day.